Buhari gets 14-day ultimatum to stop insecurity in the north, urged to fire NTA Monguno. Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning in to listen. The Northern Ethnic Group Assembly, NEYGA, has asked the Nigerian government to stop the massive killing of people and raiding of communities in the north by bandits and Boko Haram and ISWAP terrorists. Spokesperson for the NEYGA, an umbrella coalition of northern youth groups, Mr. Ibrahim Dan Musa, said the call had become necessary over the worsening state of insecurity in the north. He decried the unending killings in the north while calling on the northern elite to speak out. In a statement issued on Sunday in Kaduna, the NEYGA decried the deplorable security situation in the north and demanded the immediate sacking of a National Security Advisor, Major General Babagana Monguno, retired. The group lamented the inability of people from Zamfara, Kano, Kaduna, and other parts of the country to access the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, due to incessant kidnappings by bandits on highways. The coalition called on President Muhammadu Buhari to tackle insecurity and stop the maiming and destruction of lives and property, respectively. The group, in a statement, gave a 14-day ultimatum to the Nigerian government to stop killings in the north, warning that it will be left with no option but to mobilize citizens for protest until the government is shut down. The group lamented that 5 years into President Muhammadu Buhari administration, the security situation has continued to escalate, leading to massive killings and destructions. Dan Musa also noted that the removal of service chiefs and changes in the police hierarchy, the only office that needs to be rejigged now is the NSA office under retired Major General Monguno. It said Buhari had failed Nigerians who gave him massive support, believing that as a retired military general, he could tackle the security challenges, but failing the country. It is on a sad note that this coalition wishes to remind the federal government and government at all levels that the primary responsibility of government anywhere, particularly the one that was democratically elected by voters, is to protect the lives and property of citizens. Alas, 5 years into President Muhammadu Buhari's tenure, instead of reducing insecurity, it has escalated, thereby exposing great numbers of our people to avoidable deaths and loss of property in a manner that history has never witnessed before. As patriotic citizens, it is our constitutional duty to raise voices and call attention to the killings that are taking place across the state of our northern region on a daily basis, and mobilize citizens on how to constructively engage government at all levels and make demands to end the killings. The group is saying enough is enough, and an end must be put to the mindless killing of our people, particularly in the villages, and the nonchalant attitude displayed by government and its agencies to the plight of people going through horrific experiences in the hands of criminals that seem to have overwhelmed our security agencies, is stated. Calling on the president to relieve the National Security Advisor, Major General Monguno, retired of his appointment immediately. NEYGA said, but we state unequivocally that Monguno has failed to provide useful advice to address the scourging insecurity in the country and therefore does not deserve continuous stay in office. As a pro-Northern group, we have found it very important to call on President Buhari to remove the National Security Advisor, Major General Babagana Monguno, retired, whose office and responsibilities are critical to the achievement of comprehensive security all over the country, but has not used the high esteem of his office in any productive ways since his appointment as NSA. The reason for this call is not far-fetched. We believe that Major General Monguno was part of a gross failure associated with the tenure of the former security chiefs and his continued presence in office will make the success Buhari intended to achieve with changes very difficult, if not completely possible. Now let me say this. Whether they remove or they replace, they take away, they minus, whatever, the truth of this matter is the security agencies, all of them, have been compromised. See, there will be a time where people will say, yes, it is true. If you do not believe it at your own discretion, whether you believe it or not, it is a fact. The fact that repentant Boko Haram were given fried rice and chicken with barbecue and then cold stone ice cream, and after giving them such treatment, they reiterated it. Look, they are telling you that they have not retreated. They have put them in strategic places. I keep telling people, the government will never, they will not help. Nigerians, you have to rise up and do things for yourself. That is just the truth. Saying you are going to march into the street to protest will even cause more death. That is just the truth. It will get to a point where people can no longer tolerate, and everybody will be like, you know what, instead of me to die while I'm crying for help, I will rather die fighting. I will go down a warrior. And that time, the government will not even be able to do anything. Even if you send security agencies to those areas and say they should start slaughtering citizens, citizens will not back down. It is getting to that point. For how long should we continue like this? On a daily basis, if it is not Fulani herdsmen you hear Boko Haram. If it is not Boko Haram, you hear ISWAP. If it is not here, ISWAP. And what those governments do is attack people that come out and point out their failures to them. It is only in this administration that things like this have been recorded. It is very, very worrisome. It is very worrisome, sincerely, that a retired general whom they, I'm not among them, who they think will come in and make the security situation in Nigeria better, is now like the pill that they took that killed them. That is it. Many things was happening before the election, but people were nah.